Damn it, I'm sick to death of playing unfinished, rushed-out, stinky-ass video games made by big developers. I just want something new, something interesting, something with a bit of freaking passion put into it. Now that's what I'm talking about. I don't think I have to explain Five Nights at Freddy's to pretty much anyone watching this channel. Chances are you found me, you found the vast amounts of FNAF content floating around online. Now, I'm not some FNAF super fan. I mean, I know who the purple guy is. I wrote purple guy in my... in my script. I've seen the game theories, and I know not to thrust my hips at Chica the Chicken on stream, no matter how tempting it might be. So let's go through a couple of neat FNAF fan games. All the links to them will be in the description, so if you're keen on playing any of them... Oh shoot, that's right, I'm on security here at the Violet Demon's Pizzeria and Staborium. Hi. Oh. The first game we're going to be looking at today is A Bite at Freddy's. Warning, this game contains flashing lights, loud noises, and a few jump scares. Yeah, that's great. Boy, that was scary. Holy moly, are we starting off strong here? A Bite at Freddy's is not only polished as all balls, but it's fun too, which unfortunately means it's not really all that scary per se, but hey, that's just me. Like, stick me on this game 7 or 8 years ago and I'd be charting out my rear end so hard I'm not gonna finish that sentence, actually. You've got your old friends, hey, Freddy, Bonnie, Chica. I surrender! Even Foxy shows up as a scientist. They always said smart was sexy. Now I get it. Because the animatronics are supposed to be viewed as like puppets, top half only, the lower halves of them simply don't exist, much like my bank account balance. This means you'll see them dragging themselves throughout the pizzeria at knee height instead of towering over you like the original ones. And this does make them, you know, a little less scary, I'll have to be honest. Now, I didn't know how they'd kill you. Like, that's great, Chica. You put my arm in a basket, but what's stopping me from just punting you across the room? The fact that they don't actually have lower bodies does remind me of my younger self and how I actually found puppets creepy as a kid. And not so much during the day where, like, Sesame Street was bright and cheery on TV, but at night when my mind went wild with imagination and thought of Bert staring over me in bed. It sounds silly, but it terrified me down to my very bones. I mean, now I kick Bert's ass, but hey, like, the mind of a child is a powerful thing. Each character has their own little gimmick, like Bonnie tries to sneak into your office, and if you don't turn the lights off, which for some reason uses power, okay, I guess it makes as much sense as the doors using up power when they're closed, he'll get you, and which involves a lot of screaming, mainly from him. He can be a sneaky little bugger, you know, hiding away there behind the wall, sometimes even when Chica's in the office. Speaking of, Chica's special little gimmick is a standoff shoot with her, with you gotta shoot her before she shoots you. Bitch. Took me a couple of goes to realize you have to wait until she's fully ready behind the desk to pick up the gun, otherwise the previously mentioned arm nibbling is in your near future. You think they deep fry it first, or they just slap it in there? Both her and Bonnie try to sneak inside the food delivery system hole, I guess you could call it, and you can shut the doors using your fancy little button before they can get their grubby little mitts inside. Thankfully, if they do slip in, it doesn't mean instant death for you. Instead, if you're quick, you can shut off the... I'm gonna call it the food travelator, and they just give up. I can only imagine. Maybe the light scares them. I don't know. Freddy, the main man himself, is a funny little guy and has his own gimmick too, of course. He chats up the fry baskets. No, he sneaks into the vents and tries to get into your office that way. You gotta turn on the fan to block his path, so make sure he doesn't get too far and goes past it. Hor, 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 hor. Foxy the scientist tries to take out the power, but you can get rid of him with an electric shock when he's got the wires in his mouth. What the hell is going on? Some sort of puppet meetup? What are they discussing? Best way to grill an elbow? Well, that's that. Game's all done. It's actually very rare for me to completely finish a fan game for, you know, FNAF, but this one, it really held my attention. Oh, and there's even a secret level. How nice. I tell you, back in the day, this place was jumping. We had families in and out all day, new shows, events, the whole works. It all changed after the bite happened. Was that the Some kid went up and bit a huge chunk right out of Fredbear's face. Well, in my defense, he looked delicious. Fredbear is kind of creepy, actually. What with those big bulging eyes, but as far as I'm aware, he doesn't all actually do all that much. Well, either that or I got good really fast. Actually, that might be what happened. I failed like night 2 3 times in a row and then blasted through the rest of the game, no problem. He sneaks inside the vent like Freddy, but I also think he can get inside the food travelator, and not that I ever let that stupid son of a bitch. He also messes with your cameras, which is an easy fix, no issues there. Overall, a very interesting experience, and one that I would recommend. There's also an extras menu, which... Does this creep anyone else out, like, real bad? triggering my Bert TSD. Alright, let's move on to the next game. Springtrap Comes Home. Looks inviting. But first, I have to turn on the music box, part of my duties here at the Violet Demons Pizzeria in Staborium. Don't ask me why, I don't even know what it does. Now, Springtrap Comes Home isn't your typical Five Nights at Freddy's fan game. This one's 3D. Ooh. What is this, FNAF on ice? Now, I'm going into this one completely blind, so anything's possible, really. Hi. This your room? You looking for a handout? What, are you hungry? Boy, this is kind of creepy, actually.
I did it again, Michael. I did it again.
I shat my pants, Michael.
Throughout the house, you can find the 4 other animatronics from the original FNAF. Is that a piece of dirty-ass cheese? Freddy's in the basement, Bonnie's at the entrance, Golden Freddy's in the bathroom, and Foxy swears he saw a spider on the ceiling and is trying to spot it before it falls on him. Unfortunately, escape is not an option for our poor protagonist Michael, as he seems to be living in the void. The rent is cheap, but the view is atrocious. I think he's mad I made fun of the cheese. After a bit of wandering around aimlessly, I went to the game's page to try and figure out what I was actually supposed to do, and apparently you meant to find the animatronics special items and return them to them. Oh. Now, despite my best efforts, all I could find was Chica's cupcake, which I think is probably more on me rather than the placement of said items, seeing as when I was looking through the footage, I literally sweeped over Freddy's hat like an idiot. After a minute or so, Springtrap starts waltzing his way through the house, and he always knows your location, so hiding is not an option. He will find you, and he will shake his head at you. He can open doors, traverse stairs, walk on the greasy floor with ease. Oh, he'll get you.
There you are, Michael. I'm going to kill you. You can't get away. Where'd he go? Well, better go check out my holy cheese.
Well, that's enough of that one. Next game up is... No! My power hath gone out, and so my doors for some reason open instead of staying closed. Ha-ha! Prepare to be skewered! Don't worry, everybody. I've got a plan. Where'd he go? What the fuck? Five Nights in anime is a Five Nights at Freddy's remake with... I'm gonna say a few differences. Damn, girl, you shit with that ass. Fredina's anime convention is hiring. Don't miss your chance and apply now to be part of the team for an upcoming week as the Night Guard. I'm only human. You have all your Five Nights at Freddy's staples here: double doors, lights, a gaming PC with a dual monitor setup. Hang on a minute. Rules: respect the animatronics, keep the place clean, don't have sex with the animatronics. Pff, you can't tell me what to do. Come on, Fredina. Yeah, just... It's stuck in the gas! I didn't realize this at the time, but this game's actually like a 3D remake or a reference or something. I can only guess. I haven't done all too much research here. Of another game with the same name, just without the 3D in the title. And maybe we'll take a look at it if we do another FNAF fan games video. But just by judging from the wiki... I can't show this! Thankfully, aside from the outrageous proportions of the animatronics, this game seems much more safe for work, or at least as safe for work as a game like this can get. Even the jump scares are pretty tame. That's it? Where's the cock and ball torture? I'll be honest, I forgot how slow the original Five Nights at Freddy's is. Combine that with not being scared at all, it's actually sort of boring. Ah! A woman! You really get your money's worth out of that sound effect, huh?
The day staff reported that some of the animatronics tried to get into your office during last night. They tried to attack you.
Yeah, but don't worry, man. I'm pretty happy with my situation.
You know, they thought they could get more money if they tried to charge the clients some VIP special services. You know, them. They gave them the genital assets and updated their AI so they could have sex with the customers.
Too bad.
The guy they were supposed to test it out on, as happy as he was, he just got his dick ripped off after a couple of minutes.
And you're saying you want me to stop them coming in? I actually only got to night 4 here. I was sitting pretty at 5 a.m. all swell and dandy, still a third of my power left, so I thought, hey, I'll just close the doors, no sweat. Screw you, Foxy! Actually, wait, no. Wait, hang on. Actually? Alright, so we got one last game here that's... Oh no, I wasn't paying attention and the violent demon got in! And now, prepare to die! Holy crap. Is that holy cheese? Warning, this game contains flashing imagery, loud noises, and loads of spooks. What do you think, Hatsune Miku?
すごく楽しかった。
The Tubbyland Archives, Act 1. What is with people making horror games out of Teletubbies? Anybody else ever play Slendy Tubbies? Shut up! Why the heck does this game have so much quality? This is fucking FNAF Teletubbies. Quality should not be on the table here. If anything, I was expecting, I don't know, diarrhea. I'll be honest, this one was probably the scariest game so far. Poe has no eyes and acts like Springtrap from FNAF 3. Lala looks quite frankly terrifying and busts into your office. Dipsy... Can I help you, sir? I wonder if there's like a honk on the poster like in the original game.
A paperclip, or sometimes paperclip, is an instrument used to hold sheets of paper together, usually made of steel wire bent to a looped shape. Most paperclips are variations of the 10 type.
Wow, Hatsune Miku. This looks like a perfect time to use code RADICAL at GamersUps.gg to get 10% off. I used code RADICAL.